Hi, my name is Alice. If I don't know you, I'm happy to meet you. And we are going to be practicing yoga, a very short and sweet practice that involves your complete attention, your attention to detail. We're going to have a meltdown together. It's called a yoga meltdown, and I'm just kind of making this up on the fly because, just wherever the energy draws you, that's where we're going with this. So, if you've ever seen a toddler have a meltdown, or maybe an adult, there's no age requirement for having a meltdown. I think it's when we just allow the emotions to rise up and rise up and rise up, and they feel like they're about to burst through the seams of our being. Whenever the tension in your body is just like too much, you have no more room. And then finally you just have to, break free of all of that. So we're going to do that with our yoga practice. We're going to wake up the kidneys. We're going to stimulate the adrenal glands. We are going to get into the synovial fluid of our joints. We're going to create expansion in a way so every cell that has recorded every experience, every emotion that is trapped in your tissues, they're going to start communicating in a way. They're going to have a voice, and that voice is going to just tell you exactly what to do, how to move in your body to let it go. So we're going to release through movement. So let's get started and find a comfortable spot. So I want you to stand on your yoga mat. I want you to extend your fingertips down towards the earth and then separate the feet just enough and then create a micro bend in the knees. So you're not locking the knees and locking the lower back, but you're creating some nice contraction around the joints. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. I want you to widen your stance. Take a nice deep breath in, full extension of the breath. Inhale all the way up. You feel expansion everywhere on that inhale. Chest, belly, back, shoulders lift. On the exhale, there's a surrender, a surrendering. Step it out a little further. Toes come off to the corners. So now we're in a wider stance, and we're going to drop it down. So you can feel the muscle spindles firing in your thighs. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring our hands to heart. And we're going to kind of gauge, where do we want to hang out? A little bit lower, a little bit higher. Start to clear the energy. So whatever is hanging around you energetically, you can go into the matrix ever so safely. I call it the matrix, doing that little back bend. But you want to sweep and feel the freedom all around you. It's very easy to attach to people, places, and things and experiences. I talk about that often in our yoga classes. We create these threads, these cords, energetic cords to our past, usually. And we just relive all of that in our physical bodies. Do we ever get a break? Let the arms float down to the side. Take it into your warrior. So let's bring the left toes off to the short end of the mat. Bend into the knee. Arms are parallel to the floor. And we're going to pull some arrows here by reaching forward and pulling that arrow. Feel that in your core, in your solar plexus as you pull that back, that bow back. It's almost like we're peeling away layers of tension and just letting it go. Let it melt away. Reversed warrior. Feel the energy rising. We're building that energy so we can release it. Warrior 2. Pull the knee in. Reach. Take it into triangle. Travel back through warrior 2, 5-point star. Decide whether you want to heel toe in a little bit or widen your stance. Take it down, maybe a little lower this time. And swim through that freedom that you're creating. Just swim through it. Feels like you're swimming through clear water. Your thoughts are becoming lighter, washing away any tension with your intention. 5-point star. Let's take it to the other side. Bring your left foot toes to the short end, the opposite foot toes to the short end. Warrior 2. Let's pull those arrows. So we're going to reach, pull the bow. Feel that in your solar plexus, your abdominals. And that area is your confidence center. Reversed. Warrior, also called exalted. Feel the fire energy building in your right thigh. Back leg as a support. Travel back through warrior 2. Pull that knee in, and if you need to shorten the distance, just heel toe in, reach, and take it into Trikonasana. And again, you're building fire energy, pitta energy. In Ayurveda, we call that the fire energy, the science of life. And we come up. 5-point star. Let your arms float down to the side. We heel toe in. And then we take it down to the ground. Hey Jack, how are you? We're going to take it to tabletop. And then curl the toes under, downward facing dog. So stretch it out. Pushing through the heels of the hands. We drop the heels of the feet as low as we can. If we feel like we need to slightly bend into the knees and just ease our way into straight legs, you can do that. We're going to take it into our plank. Level out the body. Step it forward with the left foot. In our lunge, we lift. We drop the back heel, foot at an angle, and we rise up. Warrior 1. Swan dive the arms into a lunge with airplane. So the back heel will lift, and now the arms come sweeping back. We lower down that right knee. Take it into kneeling crescent lunge. Sweep up through the arms. Swan dive the hands. Plant them. Curl the back toes under. Lift the knee. Plant the hands either in alignment with the arch or the heel of the foot. Take it into three-legged dog. We lower down to plank, chaturanga. We'll modify this first round with knees modified, belly pulling in, arms staying close to the body, and we come up, dog. Curl the toes under, down dog. Bend into the knees and hop it forward. Let the weight of the head go and start to dance your way up. Eyes up. Chin. Reaching for the sun. Holding on to a big bowl of happiness. Just imagine you're holding the world in your hands. Sending a lot of love and kindness and hope into the world. We're going to sweep the arms back. We're going to lift the heels. It's almost like we're skiing down a mountain. We're on a nice, tall slope. You can feel the heat building and rising. Lower the hands down, Uttanasana. Hop it back to plank. Down dog. And again, you can always bend into the knees slightly and then ease your way into straightening the legs. Let's bring the right foot forward. Lunge. I can feel the heat. It's like I have a scarf wrapped around my neck. The heat is building. Lower the back heel and come up, warrior one. Feel that hug in the lower back. Back heel will lift up, toes come forward. We add a little airplane here. Just firing the muscles. Our intention is to build, release, let those emotions come to the surface so we can surrender them. Lower down, lower the knee, kneeling crescent lunge. Swan dive. Hands plant right at the arch or at the heel. Curl the back toes under, three-legged dog. We come into our plank. Chaturanga Dandasana without the modified version. We lower down, keeping the arms in close. We almost touch the ground, maybe the tip of the nose. Up dog to down dog. Bend into the knees. Hop it forward. Dance your way up. Nice extension through the spine. Swan dive into your chair. Sit back, holding the world in the palm of your hands, molding your hands and your compassion around the world. You can feel it traveling through your heart, through each arm. We start to bring the arms back. Let the rib cage reach down towards the thighs. Lift the heels. And going down the mountain with complete confidence, trusting the strength and your ability to push through and be strong. Hold without holding the breath. Let the breath be fluid. Forward fold. I'm eating my hair. Oh, ugh. Let me get it out of my mouth. Hop it back to plank. A little side plank here. So we're going to balance on the left side. We're going to come around and stack. Can modify this by bringing the knee right under the hip. Relax the back ankle and look up. Another option. Hey there, sweetie. Oh, hey, thanks for the kisses. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. Okay, you're so amazing. We're gonna take it to the other side. You can lower that knee immediately or take it right in to a side. You can also take the top arm, bring it behind, open up the shoulder. Plank. Let's take it to tabletop. Inhale, cow. Oh my God, he just looked, oh, you're licking my nose and my mouth. Cat. Inhale. Exhale. Oh my God. He literally is kissing me on the lips. Jack, I love you. I'm trying to do yoga. Okay. I think he wants to play. Do you want to play? Do you want to play? Do you want to play? Okay. Okay. You must have had a really good nap. Okay. What pose are we going to do, Jack? What pose are we going to do? Okay, a little distraction is always good. This is a nice, healthy, playful distraction. Okay, what do you want? Okay, let me grab a ball for him. Okay, ready? Go get it. Awesome. So, I talked about blocks and books. You can use a block or a book. We really just need one, so let's go ahead and just bring one here. Here we go, Jack. Go play. So we're going to go into pyramid. We're going to bring the left foot forward. We're going to scissor back with the right. Toes are facing in the short end of the mat, and it's a short distance. We're going to bring the hands to heart. And as we start to hinge down, you're going to feel as though the tailbone is being pulled back and the crown is being pulled forward. If you want to take it down further, you can bring your hands, the heel of the hands, to the block, and then maybe inch your way down into a fold, keeping the legs straight. If you're bending into the knees, then just come back to the block. Simple as that. Inhale to come up. You're going to feel a lot of fire energy from the hips down. Nice erect spine. Inhale and exhale, twisting towards that left leg. So the leg that is in front, we rotate. Maybe separate the hands. And come back to center on the inhale. Balance, flex the back ankle and take it into airplane arms. Tadasana. We're going to take it to the other side. So now we're going to scissor back with the left. Hands to the hips if you'd like, or hands to the heart, and start hinging. You can bring your arms out to the side if you'd like. Hands to heart, if you choose. Coming up, feeling the fire, the heat building. The lower legs, lower back supporting you. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right. You can always extend and open up the arms here. Twisting pyramid. Inhale to come back to center. Shift your weight to the right, flex the back ankle. It's a little warrior 3 variation, but with arms out to the side, airplane added. Tadasana. Walk it out. So when you're building heat that quickly in your body, it needs a place to go. So, breathing. And if you feel like you're getting too hot, then we can cool the body down with a pranayama technique. And this is called Shatali breath. So what you do is you curl your tongue and you inhale through the mouth, close the mouth and exhale through the nose. When you do that, it's going to feel dry. It's going to feel like cooling coming in through the mouth. So just do that, a few Shatali breaths in and out. Inhale through the mouth, curl the tongue. Close the mouth, exhale through the nose. And again, inhale, curl the tongue, draw that prana, that life force in. Close the mouth, exhale through the nose. Now, if you are running a high fever, this is a very natural way to actually bring the fever down. When my kids were small, we practiced Shatali breath. There's a lot of natural ways we can take care of our bodies. And if you're out and you're overheated, maybe dehydrated, do the Shatali breath and then get some water in you right away. Hydrate, it's really important. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take it into a standing pigeon. Now, I did not mention this before, to have a strap handy or a belt. I'm going to give you a second to go run and find a belt somewhere and go get a drink of water. And then we will get started with a balancing pose, and you can use the strap or not. So okay. So have that strap around your neck. Just have it handy. You may or may not need it. And maybe have the block or the book in front of you. So what you're going to do is you're going to balance on the left leg. You're going to draw the right knee up. Maybe you're just going to hold the knee with your hand, and that's enough. Or you might decide to lift the knee a little higher and grab your big toe. You can extend that leg out by holding the big toe. Now, the strap is there to support you in this pose, and it's just wrapping the strap around the ball of the foot just above the arch, extending the arm out and holding. You can use the free arm to reach for the sky. You can bring it to your hip. You can say peace out to the universe, sending good vibes. And from here, you can come out of this pose, or you can transition right into standing pigeon. So we bend into the standing leg. The top foot is flexing, and we bring our hands to our heart. A lot of fire energy building here. We're giving a nice wake-up call to our joints, our tendons, our ligaments. And if you want to take it down lower, that's what the prop is for, the block. You can take it down lower. Get into the hip flexors. Make sure you're breathing full extension of the breath. You can come right out of it, bring that foot to the floor, or you can come back into a balancing. Just pay attention to both sides of the body. Notice the energy traveling. Notice if you feel a shift. We usually feel a shift energetically as soon as we start breathing, as soon as we start moving. Doesn't matter if it's yoga or any activity. We're moving energy around, which is important. If we sit around, that energy becomes stagnant. And you're more likely to have a meltdown at the most inappropriate times. You know those toddlers, like right in the middle of the grocery store. And I can say that because I used to have toddlers. So I had my moments, they had their moments, but we learned and we grew from them. So you can start off immediately with the strap around that foot. You can grab your big toe if you'd like. I'm just going to let go of the strap and bring my finger around the big toe. I'm pressing my finger right into or 2 fingers into the belly of the big toe. And that is your acupressure point for the pituitary gland, master gland of the body. So by pressing that, you're affecting that meridian, traveling all the way through to the brain. You can hang out here for a whole day if you want, or take it right into standing pigeon. You can lower it down if you'd like. Maintain that pranayama, the breath. I'm actually teaching to you all, but I'm also teaching to Sunshine. She's laying on the day bed. She's so quiet and good. Jack was the little white fur ball that came in, who gave me 1,000 kisses in the face. So just walk out. We're going to go back to the very beginning when we were in our wide stance. Revisit 5-point star. Drop it down. And feel the energy. We were clearing the energy initially, but now we are in this open matrix of freedom. The energy, if you really tune in and tap in, it feels different. There's a different quality to it, because there's a different quality to your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body. We're just integrating the energies now. Creating balance. Rise up. Let the arms float down. Little rotation. The neck. You can take it in both directions. Then we come to center. Let's heel toe in. And let's take a seat. Now, if you have a blanket, anytime you sit in an easy sit position, Sukhasana, it's always nice to have a little bit of a lift, and then you can just drop your ankles to the floor, and just that little tilt in the pelvis actually helps to elongate the spine. So without that blanket, we have to just kind of be a little bit more mindful and work a little harder to make sure we're elongating the spine, because the pelvis tends to tuck when we're here. So, shoulders, round them back, and breathe. Notice where you feel the heat in your body. You might feel it from your toes to your fingertips, the top of your head, or maybe it's more in the upper part of the body. Just tune into the temperature. And we're going to do one last pose to harness the energy, to release the energy. So we're going to take it down to bridge pose. And in our bridge pose, we take it down gently, maybe holding on to your hamstrings. And tuck under a little bit just to lower down. So in your bridge pose, your arms are by your side. Your knees are bent, your feet are flat. And you're going to press into the floor with your feet and start to lift the hips. Your torso starts to lift. And as soon as you lift high enough where you can actually tuck one shoulder in and then the other, you can do that. You can always interlace your hands under your back. So we're tightening the lower body, pressing through the shoulders and the forearms. Any pressure to the neck, tuck those shoulders in. That will be your support. You can also lift your heels off the floor into a higher bridge. And hold and breathe without dropping the hips. Be fluid with the breath, full extension of the breath. Giving the body one last opportunity, just one nice big push to harness and release. Inhale and exhale, lower down. Take that right leg and bend the knee and bring the ankle to the thigh. We're going to come in with the left knee. Arms by your side and just pull in. You can feel what's happening in the hip flexor. This is actually another nice variation to pigeon pose when we lay prone forward. Sometimes the hips can be super tight. I recommend laying on your back. We're getting into a very small muscle in the butt called your piriformis. I like to call it the pain in the butt. And it's responsible for really giving us a nice sciatic experience. It's a muscle that can press on the sciatic nerve. So whenever we can open up space for that sciatic nerve through our pigeon poses or poses like this, we can get a little bit of relief. And let's bicycle the legs a little bit. Take it into Baddha Konasana. Downed angle, feet come together. And then we'll go into our bridge. On the other side, we'll be doing the same thing, but arms are by our side. Press into the floor, tuck, tuck. Now, if you notice that your hips are dropping, just push into your feet. Lift the pelvis up. You might even lift the heels. You might even bring your hands underneath. Tuck in those shoulders or roll them in. And breathe. It's a nice shoulder opener and heart opener as well. Lower down. Release the shoulders. Flex the ankle here. Pull the knee in. We're winding down. We're getting close to the end. Sunshine is completely passed out. I think the hang drum that she's listening to is really soothing. Bicycle that out. Baddha Konasana. Little rotation at the ankles. Hug the knees in. Bring the knees above the hips and a little sway from side to side. And come to center Extend your legs out. Stretch your arms out. And allow your arms to just rest by your side, above your head, or to the side, but palms facing up. Now, when we were small, and you can see this so often when babies are resting with their arms above their head, it naturally opens up the lungs so you can breathe nice and deep. So during flu season, during this world crisis with the pandemic, you know, find ways to really stretch out the upper body muscles, because those are assisting muscles that help with your breathing. Sleeping with your arms up above the head or off to the side versus, you know, coming in and closing the body in, you're actually helping your lungs to expand, and they're able to utilize and process the oxygen. And we need to get oxygen into every part of our body. So if you're ready for a small Shavasana guided meditation, we're just going to take it there. So lay on your mat or lay in a comfortable place and just let go. So be aware of your breathing and notice where you're drawing the energy in. Notice if it's a very fluid path to the bowl of the belly. Do you feel that expansion with ease? That surrender on the exhale. And I want you to imagine that you are laying in a big open field. And you're feeling the grass in between your fingers. You feel the support of the earth. You feel the grass wrapping around your joints. And with your eyes closed, you can still see the sunshine coming in, covering you like a blanket. You're breathing in the fresh air. Breathing in the aroma of the grass and the wild flowers. And you're reminded that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. In the moment, completely present within your body, within your mind, within your soul space. And when you're present, you know that you are in the company of the greatest gift to yourself. Being in the moment, not outside of yourself, but within yourself. Traveling to the deepest part of who you are. In that silence, in that surrendering. So imagine that you are stepping onto a cobblestone path. And on that cobblestone path, you can see the earth, the soil, the growth coming up in between each cobblestone. You can feel the texture under your feet with each step. You feel the separation, but yet you feel the connection of the pathway that it creates. So even though we are separated in body, we're not physically connecting with one another, there's still a connection. We are still intertwined energetically. We are with each other in mind, in spirit. So as you raise your vibration, as you allow yourself to find that stillness, to find that surrendering quality, you give yourself a gift. The gift of having a very beautiful meltdown rather than an erratic, crazy one. Finding that harmony. It's just kind of like a dance. It's a dance between the breath, your thoughts, what you're feeling. And in that stillness, you can create a new experience, an experience that is not harnessing heaviness, energy that is hard to hold on to. But in that stillness, you are creating a healing experience, an experience that can carry you into the next moment, where you can practice the art of mindfulness. And it gets easier and it gets easier each time you do it, each time you practice. That's why we call it a practice. So if there's anything heavy on the heart or the mind, and you are ready to just let go of that last bit of energy you're holding on to that does not serve any good purpose, then take a nice deep breath in. And through your mouth, let it go. Inhale through the nose. Let it go. And again, continue to do that until you gently cannot hear that breath any longer. It's just very soft. And you feel lighter. And you feel that balance within. So slowly peel yourself off the floor and turn to your side. And then gently come up to seated. I'm in my little toddler chair, and maybe next time I'll read you a bedtime story. I have a lot of great books, like the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, or I don't know, The Giving Tree. I hear Jack at the door. He wants to come in and hang out. So thank you for practicing with me in your time, and I look forward to extending more yoga out to you all in the world. So love and light. May you all have a peaceful rest of the day, and sending you abundance. Namaste. See y'all later. Peace out.